Hi there folks, Matt Hayson with everything going on around the market, and there's plenty going on as always. Now this week I want to ask an important question around what influence does the media have on the property market and the decision making of buyers and sellers. For example, last Saturday Domain published an article suggesting that Sydney auctions were just keeping their head above water as the revised auction clearance rate came through at just over 55%. Now the revised auction clearance rate is when we're looking at data 3 or 4 weeks after the original auction result was posted. So in this case it was late February into early March, and what Domain reported was the clearance rate was actually on average 10% below what the Saturday rate was reported at. So for example, if Saturday was 65%, the revised results were suggesting it was closer to 55%. So Domain have, or the media have, a bit of an issue on their hands there where they're reporting information which influences the decisions of consumers, yet the data's not really entirely accurate. Now what we've also found is what the media are reporting is often a month behind what we're seeing at the coalface of the market. So for example, when that article was published on Saturday, which was quite alarming, we're actually seeing a little bit more stability in the marketplace. So for example, what we've seen over the last several weeks is sellers have acknowledged that the market is different. There's no doubt about it. They've readjusted their price expectations, which has been influenced by us agents, and also how other properties are trading in the market. Now, newly listed properties are coming on at much better value. Buyers have acknowledged that, and they're moving in and engaging with these properties with far better consistency. So there's no doubt that the media have a big role to play, and they do influence sentiment. There's no doubt about it. But what we've established is the auction clearance rate particularly is just one barometer that you should use. Now our advice, and it's old school, but I think it's very valid in the current market, is if you are looking to buy or sell, get out in your market and have a look at properties in and around that price range. Understand the volume of people that are coming through those open homes, the buying appetite, how long this property is staying on the market for, is it selling at or before auction, above the guide, below the guide, and understand and speak with agents around how are other people influencing your marketplace at any point in time. It's also important to acknowledge that you're not buying into the Sydney auction clearance rate, because that doesn't really matter to what's happening in your particular market at any point in time. And I think if you find the right home that suits your affordability and level of accommodation and you think it represents value, if they align, then you should certainly get engaged. There's no doubt about it. So that's it for this week, folks. And also we're only 1 week away from Easter, which means we've got a Super Saturday this weekend, and it's the final chance to bring in, for all of our local budding artists, design our next sold sticker for Art Month. Have a look at any one of our offices, and we look forward to seeing you guys all out and about. Enjoy the weekend. I'll see you next week.